Candy White, thank you for the raid.
The company behind it all. The company behind it got bought by a Saudi Arabian firm, and now they're pulling the
What the heck is the audio from?
all those alliances, late night missions with friends, late night missions with friends, and let's be real, the in-game
heck?
community is what made this game special. Here's where it gets even wilder. Here's where it gets Remember how everyone roasted the general manager, calling his last video a ransom video?
I got way too much stuff going on here. What was that? My audio going nuts. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. I'm just getting started for the night, and things are not set up the way that I expected them to be yet. Oh my. Okay, got the wheel. I gotta close out. I had a bunch of tabs open here. Wouldn't be a stream if everything was working as intended. No doubt. I mean, everybody's got to have a random night of chaos. Okay, music back. Oh, I have not had that happen before. No, I have the audio capture set on my Chrome tab for the wheel, but it picked up other Chrome tabs that were playing audio. It's all good. It's all good. This is why I try to break things down to a couple of different browsers. I have one browser set to not get picked up at all, and I have another browser set to be able to pick up on stream. Okay, I think everything should be set now. Give me a sec. Okay, I just had to make sure that things were coming through as intended. How is everybody doing tonight? Let's see. Welcome in, Tin Man, Lord Scarion. Candy White, of course, welcome in. Oh yeah, I'm just MJ, welcome in as well. I'm just getting loaded in and getting ready to see what events popped in for today. And doing a little bit of the transition mining again. Just a little bit this time. All right, so we got Hostile Hunt for Battle Pass today. Daily Takedown event. Rise to Power is continuing. Solo Wave Defense is continuing. I already claimed tickets for everything, I believe. I did my mining earlier. So we've got Recruit and Separatist left for this one. So Hostiles, and Recruits. It's an easy day. That's a good thing. I welcome easy days. Cosmic cleanup. And that was mining as well. Fleet commander upgrades and then ship upgrade. Don't have to worry about either one of those. The man is definitely right. You can definitely do very little today, luckily. I was thinking about maybe doing a run in the Mirror Universe to do a little bit of speed up harvesting, because I'm getting really close to being able to push the button for my next ops building. And I think if I do like a couple hours of grinding there, I should be able to get that set, or otherwise it'll just be ready for the next arc. Because right now I just have the shipyard building. 11 days left on that, so that'll get me the last thing I need to go Op 68 and decide if I want to actually build a G6 faction miner or not. Good evening, Big Booty Banga. How are you? Yeah, then I can, if I get to Op 68, then I can go to Op 69 and I can just sit there and be happy about it for a little bit and just giggle to myself every time I look at my ops level. You did build one G6 faction miner and trying to build a second now? I don't know. I was kind of hoping that they were gonna have like 70 drop, or like G7s dropping in like October, November, because then I could have kind of got a quick look and decided if that would have had any utility for G7. They put a prime in the combat tree needing G7 materials already? Well, I guess that's not uncommon. That's probably been there a while. I don't know why I went to ship construction. I saw that and thought that said combat. I mean, I've possibly had one of these other primes that had it. Was that prime hazard conditioning one that had it? Where did they pop them in at? Am I just not high enough to see them yet? This game is a marathon plenty of times, so that's why I take my time and build basically all the ships I can. Always get the materials over time. Too many people rush. I'm gonna skip this ship, skip that. What makes no sense. Oh, so it's way down. Did they put it almost at the beginning? None of that stuff. said there, but was it? There's a lot of primes in here that I don't have. You keep asking. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find it. The Wrecking, Critical Strike, Station Siege, Station Delay, Wartime Morale. Prime Apex Hunter. So it was back there somewhere. I can't believe I'm missing that. Prime Weapons Drain, Prime Critical Evasion, Prime Morale, Prime Critical Hit, Prime Critical Strike, Isolated Damage Boost, Interceptor Wrecking, PvP, Hull Breach, Warmonger, Isolated Damage. I might have to look on Spox Club to see what position it's in. I found it right away in Box Club. No, that's Hull Breach Resilience. I saw Hull and I got excited. I still don't even see it on Spox Club. Hull Citadel. Entry. Oh, I was looking for one that I didn't complete. I was looking for one that I didn't complete. Crap, where was that? No, not you. 5-star. After shield enforcement. Right there. Okay, yeah. I probably got that like the day that it launched. 500% was a lot back then. I mean, that was probably... I wonder if that was G5 days. Still. No, that would have had to have been G6. Because they've done that. Like G4, they had G5 primes. G5, they had G6 primes. And then G6, they have G7 primes. So, like, I still have G5 primes in Station Tree. I probably have G4 primes in here still. Where's that Galaxy? No, here. No, not those ones. Might be Galaxy. But there's like some manufacturing or something where it takes uncommon. And it's kind of nice because you can get the pack and have bonus left over. Yeah, it was like the gas mining for 3-star was 4-star stuff. The 4-star stuff for mining is 5-star. No, that's 6-star. That's really bad. So like this one takes 6 stars. So if there's any 5-star stuff, that might take G7 stuff already. Oh, that's all 6-star as well. They must have introduced that stuff. They must have introduced that stuff during the G6 launch then. Because these ones would have came out during G5. Those two researches came out during G6, so they made G7 the thing. Because they didn't want people that are in G6 currently just to be able to do those primes. They want them to purchase it. So when they put those new primes out, they put it one generation past current. I didn't realize that they went and backfilled them like that, like a G5 research with G7 materials. I thought it was G5 research G6 materials, but obviously they did that with the G4 one when they came out with the G4 one. G5 was in place already, so they made it G6 cost. It's a monetization strategy. I don't blame them. It's kind of a double-edged sword because on one hand, it's a free-to-play path for it, even though it's gonna be ops locked. But you know, on the other hand, you know, if they want it to be monetized, they could just as well put the unique particles behind it like they do everything else. So I don't know. I don't know whether I call that a nice move or a not nice move, but I appreciate the fact that it's a free-to-play path. Yeah, those 17k multi-basic ones in tournaments. There's nothing more obvious about what their intent is than like when the exact objective on those tasks is in the packs. Speaking of which, like the 55,000 proto matter. 1600 epic directives. Is that doable for free here? I think you can only get 500 out of this. Oh, they got him in a weird spot. Yeah, there's 500 there, so you got to come up with 1100 elsewhere. Half of them you can do for free. I mean, I understand, like, they have to have some that are, you know, pay to finish, just to give lazy people, I shouldn't say lazy people, people that are willing to pay for not having to do stuff, to give them a way to be able to do those events with minimum effort. Which is why would they give us a shit ton of refresh tokens so we can get rid of those ones and get the ones that normal people can do. Those all came in pretty tight together. Well, Warriors need to have fun too. Well, exactly. Like the level 70, you start running out of things to warrant breaking the card swipe out for, so they give you a little something to satisfy that ROI. I mean, it'll make it a little bit easier when G5 strapping actually comes out. All right, so we've got Galactic, Protomatter, Acquire directives, Spend directives. This one kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. 2600 isn't too bad. That's why there's no need to rush up there. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I was getting ready to push for 70, but then they pushed it back, and I've been on the early adopter for G5 and G6, G4 too, really. And G6 wasn't terrible. There was a lot of learning curves there. G5 was pretty rough. They had a lot of things wrong with G5 at launch. G6 was better. G7, I think, is gonna be... G7's gonna be interesting. Because just kind of the stuff that they're doing right now with the Vengeance and the hostiles that they're targeting with that ship, it's hinting at some interesting path forward. I will always take the Acquirer. I've got 1 day left here, so I can get that finished with 1 token. That's a ship they can keep. Well, I mean, it's like the ISS Jelly. I mean, early adopters into it are paying out the ass for it, but it's going to become a ship that you can acquire over a couple of runs of events and it'd be fine. Syndicate XP. Temporal Disruptors, that's not too bad. That Acquire 7,000 Galactic Recruit ones is a little bit tough. I am interested to see what the acquisition of Vengeance is going to look like in 6 months, though. Crystal. Is that finished? Ideas on the new officer? When? I haven't given her a lot of thought, honestly. On the unreleased one, I don't think I've seen anything on the unreleased one. Was that in one of the notes from today, or was that just one of those things that's out there? Red eyes. That makes me think about the aliens in the last season of Enterprise. Oh, Paw Wraith. Ah, that would add up so much more. Oh, ad break. An STFC video. They didn't link it anywhere though, did they? Yeah. I saw Rev had a video about hints, but I hadn't had a chance to watch that yet. It's on my queued up watch later list for tomorrow. Goalie put out a promo video about STFC geared towards attracting new players and showed a few leaks. 3 villains, officers, and the Dauntless. Oh no. I popped straight into a different ad. Oh, let's put this up on stream.
This was never about war. It was always about control. Chaos isn't spreading. It's being engineered. A new force rises, ruthless, manipulating and watching, pushing the galaxy to the brink of fall. Twisted by time, old grudges are reborn to deceive, align, betray. Go deeper into the web and discover the truth.
Yes, Ducat. When no, would that have been Ducat? Ducat was in like his human transition form. Well, then again, I guess this isn't the exact universe. Yeah, and then Nero. Not unexpected to have Nero, just being as he's been involved in the arc so far. Yeah. I guess that's not DS9. That's like their generic in-game.
By time, old grudges are reborn to deceive.
Yeah, I was wondering about how some of that showed up.
Go deeper into the web and discover the truth.
That one? That one's the Dauntless. Yeah, I'm not surprised that that would be like one of the next upcoming ships or whatever. Look at how they showed shredding the new hostel. Well, you know, even to be frank, the look of that thing looks like it even has something special on the hull. So I wouldn't even be surprised if it had extra hyperthermic protection. Although it feels like it's unnecessary, but well, somebody's had hinted, you know, like armadas could become an aspect of this, and that could play into it. Because yeah, with the hostels that we have currently, there is no need for a specialty ship. He has the special cutting beam. That could be possible. But I mean, yeah, just going back to Win. She's in her own group. She doesn't have any other cohorts with her yet. Yeah. Let's station attack. Well, then again, this new ship could actually be geared towards doing station tracking. PvP or station attacks and stuff. I could definitely see it have more of a PvP orientation than anything else. But I wonder if that means the ship's going to be 45 plus, or if that's going to be interesting. This will have like a punch up bonus, kind of counteract the punch up penalty that you get with the cube. We'll have 25s cracking 70s. The way that STFC's been running things this year, that wouldn't surprise me to have 45s have the playing field evened in PvP against 70s. They've been screwing up everything else with the 70s this year, so they want all those low-level people to move up. That would be an incentive. Holy crap, all 45 would be like the new level to be. Like being at 56, no. Alright, so we got some of the officer things there. I need to go do Romulans. This is my first time trying a speed crew in the higher level systems. I've been underestimating the cube's abilities, I guess. Okay. Well, I might have to do that more often. Being able to run a speed crew when you're hitting hostiles is kind of nice. I mean, it's still definitely more hull damage than a normal hostile crew, but that's probably going to get offset by the freaking artifacts that I did yesterday. I had a bunch get up to that upgrade point around the same time from the Transigen refinery. gotta go into Stream Elements and turn off that stupid announcement thing for the grab tap. There. Get rid of that one. But yeah, we'll find out here. What, probably the end of next week when they'll start showing the previews for the next arc, so we'll probably have a really good idea. I mean, I could even almost see that as like a defensive ship too. No, that's not the one that needs 500. One needs 400. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I feel bad in a lot of PvP situations to actually attack people. Like, I don't mind being defensive, but I don't like being offensive. Especially if there's a level disparity. I only attack people if they mess with me. Yeah, I mean, incursions, I'll usually, you know, PvP and to either like defend, just to defend a base raid, I guess. I mean, either way, I don't want to be, just trying to beat up on, like 60s or anything like that. That's no fun. I tend to play defense during incursions as best I can. Yeah, like a lot of times I'll just go around and crack bases and, post them for people in my alliance, and yeah, wait for somebody to report that they've got somebody trying to defend the raid. Which I think server 13 is the next opponent that we get to see in incursions. Which I didn't even realize there was still server 13. I haven't hit a base in 4 years now, no point. Sometimes I do it just to make a point. Yeah, I definitely don't go out raiding. I mean, if somebody's acting like a little shithead and, like rocking into a territory and doing some stuff, then yeah. But other than that, I leave people alone for the most part. I hit every base I can for fun. I used to. I definitely used to. Back before Amalgam came out, I was very much towards the top side of our rating leaderboard. I was in one of the heavier rating alliances on our server. In fact, that's how I got recruited by the alliance. Was somebody came and tapped my base one day. There's a reason you call it a knock. It's just a way to see if somebody's home and say hello. Sometimes I'll just go tap somebody's base that I know, just to see if they're bored or something. But a lot of times when I do something like that, I'm just throwing a Rialta at it. Alright. So, hostile hunt is done. The separatist ticket is done. Used to not see if I could borrow a cup of sugar. Sugar is definitely one that definitely one that can be used. God, one of the leaders in our alliance, they used to like to leave a message with them when they would knock. It was from Blazing Saddles. It was like was a telegram for Mongo or something. I don't remember the exact line. Don't answer the trolls. Oh, it's kind of like a preemptive, the same kind of way to see if you could borrow a cup of sugar. Same concept. Let's see. I didn't finish that. Yeah, I didn't finish that one yet. Uncommon crystal. That happened to me the other night. I didn't finish one of my tasks. Crystal. Makes them matter when you don't answer them. Yeah. I'd either send them the salt shaker emote or the baby bottle emote. Depends on the tone of their message. So acquire 2,000 uncommon Dominion solo directives. I don't think uncommon. I don't think uncommon Dominion directives are in here. I feel like that's one that could be done for free though. Like, does that come from the Zindi chest or something? Or is it just the claim and the... That doesn't even have any directive, that just has the credits. I was thinking one of these had directives towards something else. Haven't seen them anywhere except for the pay store. Yeah. I think you can only get 200. Yeah, you can only get 200 there. And then maybe there's a little bit of something in one of the chest claims, but... Okay, now the uncommon Borg Solo Armada directives. There's 300 that you can get here. Oh, I always back out of that all the way. The multiphasics will leave. 15,000 temporal disruptors isn't that hard. The 1600 epic Armada directives is probably a little tough. $500 epic Borg. I know that one's pretty easy to do. That's the golden child, because like anybody can do that one. I just do the 6-star uncommon crystals. Yeah, I generally just do the 6-star ones myself. I try to keep the refreshes going. I mean, I've got more than enough to refresh these enough times for every one of my alliance members to get a task. Actually, which one did I pick? Or it works out pretty good because it's like do the conversion to a different one type and then convert it back. I don't know if the acquire 6,000 is doable either. Well, they can do a down trade. Trade down. That's a third of it. There's like 2,600 that you can do there. 3,000. It'd be doable if you got a really good pull with the opportunity chests. I was asking for a lot of really good RNG though. That one's doable, so I'm gonna leave that one up there. Alright, send out miners for more transigen. Man, that's tight. I'm afraid we're gonna end up relegating on this one. Okay, transigen. So I'll need more for tomorrow's pull. I've got tomorrow's pull covered there. I kind of want to, like, I don't know. I feel like I need like another 2 survey ships. Oh shit. This is supposed to be set on common. I set it on rare. The 2 icons, man, they don't stand out enough. If I see I don't know. If I look at all 3, I know which one are which, but if I just look at the one, sometimes I just think the rare is common. I mean, the uncommon one stands out because of the color difference, but the weird blue shade doesn't stand out enough. I don't know if I've ever actually mined the wrong one for as long as I have been, but that's been like 4 hours. Which is fine because it's all stuff needed at some point. Yeah, it all pays for itself in the end. Not really any such thing as wasted time unless it's for an event. Yeah. What do we got for away teams? Nothing great. Jeez, so what was next objective then? I think the only thing I really have to do is the officer ticket. Boy, this is a really light day on events. I need to get more uncommon stuff for the BPs. I'm behind on those. Yeah, I've got so much banked up that I don't know if I really need to be mining it. But my OCD kind of makes me want to have it available to refine. Like, it took me a while, but I got over, you know, like not having 5-star and 4-star in stock to refine. Like, I've got stuff there if a mission requires it. I can do like a 1-pull refine. But I don't generally mine that stuff unless it's for an event, and I mine the 4-star in our system. It was 1 hour with everything checked in combos. Yeah, I probably could have. Well, I've only been live for 1 hour and 13 minutes. So I've only been at this for an hour so far. That's good, because then I can go do some MU grind. Got artifact choice. Oh, I've got 3 of these now. Officer stats is always something that's good to have. And building construction speed. Let's see, the Mbenga storybook, I've got that pretty well maxed. I'm probably gonna work on the gong. Maybe. No, I'm gonna do Apex Barrier versus players. I think that'll be better. That'll help in arenas, and that'll maybe help next month if it actually does go PvP oriented somehow. I'm not saying that I think that this will even any playing fields or give me any kind of advantage back or anything, but it's progress in the right direction. I don't know if anybody saw any of my arena performance yesterday, but I am squishy. I've been skipping a lot of PvP research. And maybe once I get up to like shipyard 68 or something, I might go back and start backfilling some of that. Because I think once I hit shipyard 68, that's kind of like the only level goal that I have for a building right now. Like that way I have that option to build G6 faction miner. Okay, so I did really good with the isomatter up yesterday in the Gorn event. I got that stocked up for a minute. Alright, so that was part of my recruit claim. Let's see. I don't know if my faction stuff is up yet. Oops. Okay, it is. Run through this real quick and see how far we get in the ticket event. Howdy, Apocalypse Outpost. How you doing? That's it. I'm getting close to starting to work on these favors again. Like, I need to have one of those Ascendant event things pop up that requires you to spend the faction currency pretty soon, because I'm going to be able to do those. I really do not know too much going on in my life where I cannot truly give any type of answer other than the way I did. Yeah, I get that. Okay, I unlocked an Arn trading post. I have Unimatrix shielding. I have the multiphasic chamber. Soren's trilithium, I know, is getting close. I need 8. So that's 6 tonight. So that means I can do a single chest pull on that tomorrow. And then I'm done with those finally. Some of these artifacts I might actually have maxed too. Or maxed for my level. Oh, I'm close to being able to do some of these things too. I probably don't even need to be pulling the hue chests anymore. Got those unlocked. All right, we didn't get any extra recruit things pulled out there apparently.
Here we go.
See if we can get like a random lucky pull of hammer or something. Ah, there we go. That was always the best recruit pack ever. That had the best odds of pulling a full pull. So that should be complete, I imagine. Yes. Okay, so ticketed events are done. Everything's done there. I'm gonna go send this off to Mirror Universe. If I can find the entry door. I always have a dickens of a time trying to find Alpha Centauri here.
Invincible.
Actually, I'm gonna grab a short break and run an ad real quick, and then that way we can get some uninterrupted time after we enter the Mirror Universe. Be back in a couple minutes. Alright, we're back. Reset miners before we get in. Okay, so I do have this stupid rift thing. So I do have wheel spin set up here. One of the objectives on the wheel spin is 100 DPI on the mouse, which I would say this would probably be the worst place to have it, is in the Mirror Universe. I haven't done any actual like Mirror Universe grinding in a long time. Hey, it worked. This is the big system, right? No. Romulus. It worked. I think it was just the one time that it actually worked. Oh crap, I didn't have Speed Crew on. I had Loot Crew on. No, I do have Speed Crew. Okay. I thought I saw Captain Picard at the top and I was like, oh no. Alright, so I'm gonna queue these all up. I don't think... Well, they don't seem to be actively hitting anything, so... Oh wow. I'm gonna set this up to do some... use trials while that's going. I have to make sure that I have Janeway slotted. I don't remember if I switched back after arenas or not. I did. Okay. Squall needs to be reset. I think this time I'm just gonna let it mine because I think I've got a bunch of those canisters. Yeah, I've got almost 10 days of pulls there. That's a good size for that. All right. That's such a weird little thing. I think it was one of the popular things on sound alerts, so I added it. I gotta really go through sound alerts one day real heavy and find some really good things to put on there. like the panting turtle. The panting turtle, he doesn't get much better than the panting turtle. Thank you for the bits, Broken Wolf. I think there is no more classic sticker than that one. I don't know if you popped in earlier or not, but if you weren't in earlier, hello and how are you doing tonight, Broken Wolf? I don't remember saying hi to you. Doing okay? Well, sounds like everybody's kind of in a meh mood tonight. The whole Tangy extension has great stuff on there. Like, ask AI celebrities a question. You can set a few as free redeems for a few bits if you want. Yeah, what do I have for extensions? There's one kind of like that in the Stream Stickers. Stream Stickers has an AI TTS thing there. I mean, Tangia and Stream Stickers, I think, are very similar.
Lizard.
Lizard. I don't remember. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to add it in as another thing. There are definitely, I've definitely noticed that in streams that's got some really good AI things. All I did is a panel. We'll do it on the fly. Okay. That should be active now. I'm not gonna make adjustments to anything for pricing or anything like that right now. So everything's gonna be at like 50 bits for the moment. We'll call it like an introduction special. Rename Pangea compressor. All right, play a test alert. Let's put this, so copy. Paste. Try that again. Oh no, I don't hear it. Okay, try it again. Third time's a charm.
Hey, this is Tangia Dan, one of the developers at Tangia. If you can hear me, then it's working. If not, make sure you turn on monitor output for your Tangia browser source.
All right, did everybody hear that one? Perfect. Options are a good thing. Oh no. Rev, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Broken Wolf, I'm gonna give you mod. Just because you keep on doing that. All right, everybody, welcome in. I am Cottontail. I am a streamer that likes to play in with the Star Trek Fleet Command a little bit. I'm level 67. I play on server 34, and right now I'm trying to work on doing a little bit of mirror universe grinding and getting some speed ups to help with the G6 Sigma speed up pain. Oh boy, Lost in. There's a lot of biddies there. All right, so hello, Lost in Ice Wolf. Hello. RSDJ, welcome in. Who else did we have come in? So many bits. And thank you for the follow, Jimmy, Ice Wolf, Travis. Thank you all very much for stopping in, and thank you for the follows. There we go. Shout out Rev Dues. There we go. Thank you. How's it going tonight, Rev? I didn't get a chance to see your stream. You started right before I did. But I saw that you were doing some, what is that? Your war game. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. War Thunder. There we go. I couldn't think of the name of that for some dang reason. And you get a bit, and you get a bit. Everybody gets a bit. I know, every time I see that War Thunder game, it gets a little more and more interesting. It started off with the, don't call it Call of Duty or you probably make people upset. No, the Warships was what popped into my head because he was showing off his new warship the other night. But I was like, no, it's more than ships because there's tanks and stuff too. I've seen enough dang commercials for it. Howdy, Chiefs Tony. How you doing tonight? Yeah, War Thunder is definitely a good name. Ships, tanks, planes. Yeah, that's right. I saw him floating around in a biplane the other night too. This is definitely a multifaceted game because it covers all like forms of mechanized combat. Enjoy your lurk, Ice Wolf. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was like I played like Battlefield 1942, and I feel like there were some aspects of that where you could take on some of the artillery and stuff that was kind of engaging. Just missing global thermonuclear war. I used to do... Oh... I can't remember the name of that game either. That was so long ago. They just came out with a remake of it too. But it used to be like a troop deployment thing. War games. No, it was Red Strike? Something Red Strike. Command and Conquer. Yeah, Red Alert. That's what it was. That was, I used to play that game a lot back in the day. I was obsessed with that for a while. I was an Age of Empires kid when I grew up, and yeah, Command and Conquer Generals I think I played the most of. I got a lot of hours into that. A lot of hours. Thank you for all the bits, Lost In. I don't even know if I have an easy way to see how many. I suppose I can look at the leaderboard. 22. Thank you for the 22. 22 bits. No joke, I was playing Age of Empires 4 earlier today. Age of Empires, I think, is one of my favorite franchises. Even like getting into like Age of Mythology and stuff too. Those Civ builder games I've always had like a very, very keen interest in. And I'm kind of a history nerd to an extent too, so I kind of like the little nods you get to all the historical things. Yeah, they've been kind of going through a lot of those older games like that and doing remasters, remakes, and updates and stuff. I guess tempting to relive some like childhood type of moments. If I dig around, I probably still have my my CD-ROMs of Age of Empires 2, if not 3. I know, like, it wasn't that long ago that Age of Mythology was on Microsoft Game Pass, too. Rise of Nations, Rise of Legends. I never played Rise of Nations, but I definitely have seen it, and it has definitely had my attention. Oh, I'm almost dead. Did I hit the ISS Enterprise? Or did I just hit that many ships? Maybe my cube doesn't have as much staying power as I thought it did. I don't think they have ISS in 70s. I don't remember if they did or not. I guess I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing it like over in this area, in these mirror systems here. Been there a lot and never seen one. They're with the regular hostiles. Okay. Well then, my ship just doesn't have the staying power. Well, I guess that was 20 minutes out of the 25. That wasn't too bad. It just doesn't have the staying power that I would have hoped for. Up in protector space there more. I can't get there yet. I'm getting, well, I might be able to get to the first system now. Well, to the where are they? To these ones. I can't quite get into these ones yet. I might be able to get into the 58, but I don't think I can get into the 60. No, these ones. This is what I'm thinking of. My goodness. The 60, 65, and 68 here. I think I can get to the 60 now, but I don't think I can get to the 65 yet. I knew where I meant to go, but then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, those have been explored, so I'm lying. I have been to those ones, but those weren't the right ones. I'm getting close, though. The protector's coming around. So, like, my next upgrade, the next tier, it'll be able to hit the 60 system. But I could probably do, I could probably put brush on there, and these should be enough to carry that up. That'd give like an extra 90. Yeah, so he would turn the corner on there. Mining Node and Tholis is the good one. Nice. I skipped the warp research of the NSEA. I have a little bit. It wasn't stuff that I was focusing on early because I knew it wasn't enough to make a difference. I've been going back and getting it. I don't remember where they have it at. I got it maxed now. I did slack on that for the longest time because it wasn't at a point where it made a difference, but I did this probably the last event that we had to do stuff here because all my focus was in the invading entity weak points. So once I got that maxed, I went back and I started maxing the warp range here. So yeah, now I don't even know where my next War Room is probably my next focus here too. I don't think if anything else really makes enough of a difference to make me want to do it quickly. Oh, I'm not trying to justify. I'm just explaining my train of thought. I always appreciate other people's opinions. Let's see. That is Q's trials done for the day. Get the faction stuffed for the day. Get to collect that point. And then the daily thing I saw was in holodeck for some weird reason. Wow, I've got a lot of those. The Great Escape mission, we should make that as a wheel spin. Okay, so that was the daily takedown done, and then that was that milestone there. Oh, they give you a lot of wiggle room on this event. Like, you almost don't even need to do any of the hidden chests. Okay. Yeah, last time they didn't, and people complained because they'd done their dailies before reset. Yeah. It's I've been burned by that the last time that they had that as a scoring incentive, because they had it too tight and you couldn't complete the event. So I make a very strong effort to not collect the points at the top here until the events reset in the morning. Because most of the time you're gonna be fine with collecting the stuff down here. It's just collecting this chest, this last chest, is the one that matters. We've all got habits though. You see the red dot, you know to go collect it, and you go collect it. It's hard to break those habits just for like a once in a blue moon moment. So what kind of efficiency can we build into this crew loadout? I think at a minimum configuration, this is fine. The only thing is to really swap out Rachel Garrett for a card or data, probably data, to add isolytic into the mix. In the grand scheme of things, 50% isn't adding a heck of a lot. If I can get my extra 7 or 8 minutes out of it, it's probably worth it. The one with the loyalty badge specifically, not necessarily the last chest. Yeah, well, it's the last chest if you haven't done the favor in the Bajoran store. But if you've done the favor, then it's the second to last chest. Well, I'm actually not doing... I'm not doing the rep grinding. I'm actually just farming speed ups. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do it anyways. So 1 day and 1 hour. It doesn't hurt. Yes. No, you were correct. It's a good idea to... Let's see. Klingon. Federation. Klingon. I go to MU for speed ups enough. I'm about out of rep exos. I haven't done it a lot. That's probably only like my... say 6th trip for it. Because yeah, it is a double-edged benefit, because you get the speed ups and you get the reps. So I was kind of slow grinding my progress a little bit, letting the rep play itself out, and supplementing with speed ups as I needed them, because my rep reached a level where it was beneficial. But now I'm at the point where I got my 68 rep way earlier than I intended to. And I'm starting to get ahead of on my rep for 70. And so I'm kind of at the point where I need to start advancing my ops progression a little bit to keep up with the rep progression. It was doing really well. It was doing really well until 66. Once I hit 66, something flipped and it's been off kilter a little bit. Some of that might be due to like the extra bump from the relativity and maybe even some of the stuff in the Section 31 store. Or just the artifacts and stuff are helping. Other researches I may have unlocked. I mean, there's a lot of different avenues and paths that could be affecting things, but because I'm at 120 billion. I mean, 120 billion is not hard to grind out. That's not a lot of work, to be honest. 70. Why are there so many people in here all of a sudden? We went from one person in the system to 4. Luck to you. Thank you. By the way, if you're still have survivability, I know S&W Hammer is pretty goated. Yeah, I haven't had too big of a problem with survivability. Like, I can usually outlast the timer. I just don't usually run loot crew or speed crew, I guess in this case. Usually I have a hostile grinding crew on here and it's not a problem. I'm just seeing if maybe putting on loot to it or speed was any kind of a benefit. And I've got Hammer at like rank 4 too, so he makes a pretty decent impact. Anorak, Suitor, Curon. I have not. I've slept on Anorax as a captain more than I should have. I don't think I've ever actually used Suitor as a side piece to him. I shouldn't say ever. I think I have used him in what, Seska for doing Zindi. Good mix of bonus for FKR credits and speed. Yeah, if I ever have to do, like when I start doing the Romulan grind, I'll definitely start doing stuff like that. Because after I get this locked, I should have Fed and Klingon locked at the same time. And then I'll go back and I'll be doing that with Romulan for sure. And I kind of hope my protector will be usable by that point to get up here. I just got my Revenant upgraded to max like a week before last. So I'm able to refocus like the parts that I'm pulling from event stores and stuff to be more oriented to some of the other specialty ships. NRX lost value as he doesn't work on hostiles released after him, and he doesn't work for speed ups, so his benefit for creds and the boost isn't crazy enough to outperform a speed crew versus the kill number. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that depends on if it's the primary or secondary kind of crew. I'll be honest, I generally don't even use the speed crew. Like I'm more interested in like the efficiency of survivability for the most part. Like I'd rather have one warp to a system than increase the number of hostiles I can get in a time. Other than this is time gated, so it kind of warrants having a little bit more time spent, or a little more speed to be able to have hostiles per minute, because you're limited to the number of minutes. Okay, stream elements. I thought we disabled that. Uptime. Hey, where'd my game go? There it is. That's why I gotta do like S&W Pike. Yeah, I don't give Una enough credit for her ability to add speed. I only really use speed crew for my hazard dailies and MU, but otherwise not much needs the speed. Yeah. I tried it today on my Romulan faction attacks, just for the simple fact of seeing if there was any real benefit, because I see a lot of people using speed crews when they're out grinding, and it's one of those things where, yeah, there's a point where your ship's powerful enough that it doesn't need to have any of the officer abilities tagged onto it. And then there's also so many extra abilities in the underdeck slots that it's kind of a thing that you don't really need that much for them either. Give it 3 months and free to play will have their GS31s max and don't have to worry about hazards anymore. No kidding. I can't believe the difference that the GS31 makes. Like, it's almost stupid. We'll go to that one. Yeah, I know mine's coming along to the point where it's almost getting useful for things other than elite waves. Talking about the transigen. Releasing 4 mining types in one arc was such a piss poor mining node. I mean, the good thing is that that happened across multiple months. We only got 3 the 1 month, and then it was... I don't remember if that was month 2 or 3. It's month 2. We got the 4th one. Sawyer Shipson was like, oh, I still haven't gotten back to do uncommon. Yeah, I don't do a lot of effort there at all. It doesn't have the same payout. The only reason I'm even doing uncommon at this point is to get the extra chance at the shards needed to unlock the insta warp. If it wasn't for that point, I probably wouldn't even be doing any of the uncommon mining at all. Yeah, the uncommon artifacts are definitely like the big thing out of there, but I've got 2,200 of that stuff saved up, and I think that's enough to last me a while where I don't have to worry about mining it for a minute. Oh yeah, the uncommon. I was thinking of the common. My excuse. My bad. Anyone here beat solo Elite 60 waves? If so, with what ships? I just saw Major Samo do it. And having a very, very, very well-leveled GS31 is very key. Relativity really plays into it that much? My goodness. I didn't realize that that ship was going to bring that much utility into the game. Trying to max hero rocks for the rare skill point efficiencies for fleet commanders. That's a good one to do. Relativity is amazing with those god tier favors. I guess I never really paid attention to what they were. I think I've unlocked like everything but the faction rep gain ones. Rep. Cost efficiency for favors. Apex barrier and PvE. Oh, the Revenant. Thank you for the follow, Grace Sabers. The only one in the bucket I have left is the Herox Sword and Choc's Goblet. I've got a couple of them left. They're getting there though. Well, the biggest thing is I don't do a lot of the actual formation armadas, so I've been catching up on a lot of the artifact progression there. A Junker is max minus the Op 70 researches. Relativity is T13 with shields and armor upgraded. Cube is T15 with everything upgraded to 15 minus warp. Op 67. Yeah, I need to... Once I get the Junker up, I think I'll be able to get into the 60s too. Yeah, I do the Krenum formations. I just meant like the regular faction. I don't know what you call those original formations. Does the Weaken Beam play a critical role in the last? Yeah. Yeah, it softens the 70s to the point that they can be hit. Yeah, the Voyager formations. So like I have some of those ones that I'm still finishing maxing out. So it's taking a little bit away from some of the newer ones that aren't in there. Camping at 53 for a bit. I was out of the game for 2 years. I was a 465 in July when I came back. Now I'm 53 and camping to catch up on the ships. Camping's kind of a tough thing to do. But camping in the 50s to catch up a little bit isn't a bad thing to... Especially catch up on efficiencies and, yeah, all the specialty ships and stuff that they have now. 46. Strategic regrouping. Yeah. Well, that's what I was kind of doing here at 66. And I'm almost ready to go 68 now. Like, all I gotta do is speed up this building, and then this ops is ready to upgrade. Oops. Camping at 60 is a must for most players, especially free to play. You got the GS31 yesterday. Congratulations. That will help with your waves in a very short time period. I've got mine. I think it's tier 6. Yeah, tier 6 now. And this can hold its own in the... What is the elite waves? In the 50 elite waves, no problem. I pushed the 67 to finish it off. I think that's a good thing here. And Broken Wolf share for the class. Yeah, the biggest thing is when you get the GS31 up to those high levels, you can actually you can use the beam every round if you manage your time properly. Some up 70 still struggling. It could be a GS issue. It could be just a general skill issue. Yeah, it's all about timing. If you do the beam early enough, you can get it to stay up throughout the whole thing. You do it early enough and you wait long enough before they hit the center pylon. You can get it to last when it's at the high level. I don't even know what the cooldown is. I don't even know how to tell. It's like 8 minutes for me. Oh, it's only 4 minutes. I should use that more often in the waves too then. Let's see. I gotta send these back out to mine again, because I should send... Yeah, I need a full round. I try to have like a full extra spare day in the coffers. I put the screenshots and placement on the Discord. Thank you, Broken Wolf. I know I need to... It's still a pretty bare spot. I haven't done a lot with it yet. It's bare bones templates. So it should be very easy to find information in there. There's not a lot in there yet. Oh man, those ships are spread out pretty decently. Oh no. That's the other ship that was there. All right, I'll pull those sheets up on stream here after I get these ships set. All right, which one's gonna get targeted? E, perfect. Oh, let's see. Let's add a capture. Window scene. All right, so we've got one crew loadout here with Riker, Data, and Gorkon. And then it's got Tom Paris, Neelix, Harry Kim, Dane, Pick Hugh, Tendi, and Boimler. That's on an Enterprise. Well, in this example, it's on an Enterprise E. And then there's one with Janeway, Doctor, and Giorgio, with Borg Q, Pelia, DLT, Walk McCoy, Rutherford, Mariner. Oh, that is Mariner. This is Tendi. I got Mariner and Tendi backwards. And then Joaquim. So this one was on the Relativity. This is on the Cube. Chapel. Oh my god. Chapel, not Pelia. I always swap those two in and out of my crew loadouts. They're interchangeable to me for depending on what I'm trying to go against. And then I'm guessing this is the GS-31. Got Mbenga, Anorax, Lorca, and then, oh geez, this is Vale, Seska, that's Pelia, Iliana, something like that. Come on. Quasi or something like that. And then this is... I'm running out of brain power for this. That's A-Lock, that's the He does the apex barrier for one of the ship types. I can't remember which one on top of my head, but yeah. Don't have the slot open for him on the cube. You just, yeah. I figured as much. That was all of them. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even add that on stream. Whoops. I had meant to be showing that. Stream fail number 2. Because I didn't have a source set up for showing Discord at all. Pro streamer. Yeah, I'll definitely get my laurels today. So this is the first crew that we have. Second crew. And third crew. And then I'll clip that so that you can go back and review it. Or join the Discord, yes. Oh, I had a second chaser spawn in this system. Trying to use Walk McCoy and Walk Savik on the bridge for those. I think in one of my loadouts it's probably set up that way too. I've got my waves set up. No, I didn't go that route. I thought about going that route. I do have Savik up on the one. I'm not saying this is good by any means. It's just something that's what I'm using currently. But I'm not doing 60s myself. But I will try out Broken Wolf's crews and see if I can knock the first wave down or something. I must have misread which ship that was going towards, but I thought it had stopped for the ship E. First 4 below decks were suggestions from a spreadsheet. Was that one of the... One of the Jules ones? Yeah. I need to put a link to those on in my Discord to have a channel for the Jules spreadsheets, because those are like the #1 usable resource in this game. Top 3 tool for sure. I actually linked, we just had one of the, in our Alliance Discord, we just linked in the sheets channel so that we always had it popped in. Because people were always asking questions about new crews for the new new loadouts and stuff, and it's like, well, if you want to really have it, here it is, and this is a really good resource. It has all the information, tells you all the things. Okay. I'm gonna see if that system's still full or if that was just a one-time thing. It's pretty empty for now. I'm definitely not maxed officers for those charts. But they're a good starting point to play with. I'll wait till this one needs a refresh. There's always so many caveats that goes into like where your research is, what your artifacts are, what techs you have unlocked and available. But they kind of nailed down like the basics that you need to pay attention to and give some of us jumping off point. Because some of the hostiles are very obvious. You know, like if they have high isolytic damage, then you know you have to do apex barrier and isolytic defense against them. They have high apex shred, then putting apex barrier is good. And some of them don't have any real special stuff to them at all, and it's just a matter of throwing down whatever boosts your efficiency for attacking them. So I was at 120 billion to go. That was 3 billion on that trip. No, not there. There. 3 billion rep. That's crazy. It's like if I wanted to take one solid day of grinding, I could probably get the rep maxed out. I'm gonna have to start doing some Spox Club math and look to see when I have to actually start grinding rep and grinding speed ups. I don't know what the requirements are like to go from 68 to 69, but man, I imagine it's not that bad. Good night, Tin Man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night as well. Gray Sabers, if I didn't say thank you for the follow before, thank you for the follow. I know Spox Club still doesn't account for the archive bonuses for construction. Archive bonuses? For time or for resources? $69 to $70 years for speed ups, I imagine. For resources. So there was something I had to do. I was noticing that too, like no matter what, something wasn't adding up. Let me queue up some hostels here. I'll see if I can find that thing that I had to enable. It also depends if you're using the next site or if you're using the original site. So I don't know if it was in the cost calculator or if that was in the requirements. Must have been requirements. They look different than this. I feel like there was a weird little checkbox somewhere that I had to check to get my stuff. So they do have the independent archives in the next site. I think Emerald Chain is where I had to make an adjustment. Because my numbers were like always off whenever I was looking at anything. And I couldn't figure it out for the darndest time. Where am I? Phone. Lag. Oh no, I accidentally recalled my ship, I think. Maybe. Maybe it's fine. Mainly rare mats from 68 right now. So if I look at that, I'm at 3,090 to get the refinery to 66. And that is showing 3,090. The par steel is at 406,890. 406,8. So on the next site, it is doing. I don't have this synced, so it's not going to show me the right thing. I don't even know why I'm putting in 67 to 68, but I should try to get this sync set up too. So, but it should show the efficiencies. I don't know why it shows all the artifacts like that. Astronautics refinery. Yeah, so that's only on the next site. So the link that Broken Wolf put in there, if you set your sync up to there and use that, that'll have all the up-to-date information. It's got some additional information and tools in there too. Like, I don't know if you've seen that at all, but like, oops, not that one. But like, one of the coolest things is you can look at your missions in the next site. So you can look at the missions that you've completed and missions you haven't completed, and yeah, there's so much useful information on here. So like, I have 22 active missions right now, and there's 865 missions I have not completed. But there's 3,326 that I have completed. So if you need to see anything very, very, very specific that you want to go back and look for, I mean, you can hit these not completed ones. And then like the biggest thing is if you pick something that's like standalone, or I think standalone was the way that you're able to see the ones that were the start of the chains. I don't remember for sure. But you can see like this one's a chain, but it's the start of the chain. And there are going to be some of these that you can't do just due to the, I'm going to snooze the ads. There are some of these missions that you can't do because they were a fork. And you may have already completed one of the forks. So just because it shows a mission is not completed and that it's something that you might be able to pick up doesn't mean that there's not a prior dependency that has some of the requirements that you can't go back and get. But like one of the things here is if you actually click on the mission, it'll link to stfc.space and bring you up some of the more details about that mission. So you can see like where you have to go to pick it up, some of the dialogue, what the payout is, and if there's any other requirements or anything like that. If it's one of the chained missions, should be able to see the chain. Did I not click on a chained one? I did not click on it. I clicked on a standalone one. But if you clicked on a chain one, you'll be able to see the chain path. So this one, in order to do a brighter future, you have to do undisturbed. And you can go all the way back to where it starts, which is voyages. And then if you have to pick that mission up, you can see this one gets picked up in Lorelia. And this is one of those ones where it's a fork. So you pick between the Federation, the Klingon, and the Romulan one. So if you pick the Romulan one, the Voyages chain is all completely locked from that point forward. So you'll never be able to do any of these missions. So it's slightly misleading in a way because it doesn't tell you that you can't do that one, but yeah, it's a very useful tool to be able to pick up the slack of where you didn't need things. Especially if you've been playing for a while and they add new missions into lower systems every once in a while, so sometimes it's not always, like super obvious that there is a mission available. They did that when G5 launched. They went back and did a bunch of missions in G2 and G3 space, if I recall correctly. So every once in a while I'll be in like a single digit system that I've been in before and there'll be a mission there. I just had that happen a couple weeks ago. There's like a level 7 system that I went into, and all of a sudden there was a mission there that I hadn't collected, and it's like, oh, probably do that one at some point. Okay, this dude needs to get off my dick. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna set my queue and I'm gonna grab a quick break while this ad break runs. Because Cotton's out of whiskey. All right, back before the queue finished. Having this Kushara maxed is so nice. For the longest time, I kind of thought it was a little bit on the stupid side, but man. I ran out of things to spend in the Alliance Tournament store, so I just spent all of it on that. Which I think they had added a couple of things that may be somewhat worthwhile. They made up some points, but not a lot. Like, I need to go through and see if I need to finish Mud's Endorian Helmet, or if I need to do Guinan's weapon or Kirk's phaser rifle. But other than that, I think I've got all the prime stuff that I want. If I remember correctly, I got to go through and triple check it. But man, other than that, there's not a lot in here that's tempting, other than what you get for. Oh, Eviscerate! I tiered up the Eviscerator, so I got to reset on that. That's a good thing. I always forget about that when you tear up the ship, that it refreshes the count. All I left to spend 80 credits on is the officers, but that's not saying much. Yeah. There's nothing in here that's really exclusive. I don't even think the conversion's that great. Because being able to pick up 40 shards of an epic officer, I mean, that's not great. Like, you should be able to pick up 100 shards. Or whatever their unlock is. But yeah, the only thing I have left in here is the artifacts that I know of. Which that could even be why some of our participation is dropping down too, just because of the amount of stuff that people have already gotten. Almost like there's like 50 prime particles that they could have added, but instead they added Titan Cerritos Mantis juice. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could be added. Obviously, it's going to be hard for them to add in anything that's like super new. You know, anything that's got like a realistic monetization left in it. And there's stuff that I could get. I mean, the hardest thing that makes me try to decide what to spend in here is that every time that this refreshes, the currency that's being displayed is always something different and not correct. So like I don't really know how many AT credits that I actually have, because the first time I went in there it was like showing Latinum or something, and this time it was showing it had something to do with like DS9 or Bajoran stuff. Now when I go in there again, it's showing, oh, it is showing the actual Alliance Tournament credits. I mean, I have more than enough to buy anything that I want in here, but boom. I think the Revenant Primes need to be free to play. The ship has been maxed for free to play for a couple months now, and the Primes themselves are almost a year old. I don't even know what those Primes are. I'm so used to looking past them. I assume that they're mixed in with the Revenant research. Oh, material, fabricator, manufacturing. That's the only one I don't have is the manufacturing. This wasn't an actual prime. Extra solo model loot and extra mat token for every claim. With $100 for all 15 levels. Oh. I don't remember buying that. Was that included like in the $100 battle pass or something? I don't think I would have bought that. Because I didn't pay for the ship. I got the ship for free. I don't know what did that have for what was that called again? Prime Elorian. Temporal particle. Maybe I did buy that. I don't remember doing it, but unless they had it in an event store at some point, but not that one. There. Yeah, it was this prime temporal particle. Unless they had it in like that build-a-pack thing. Yeah, that's where I picked it up then. If it was part of the build-a-pack, that's where I picked that up then. I wouldn't have paid $100 for it, but I would have paid 17. I definitely nabbed that. That was what I would consider a reasonable value. I think that's the only time that I've spent. I think that's the only time that I've really spent any. The only other big purchase I made this year is I did the $100 battle pass to get the extra stuff for Transigen Refinery. And then I bought the Squall. But other than that, I don't think I've done any extra real purchases. Other than that one was... I hope they bring that back. If they bring a pack like that back, I might try to do a giveaway for something like that. Because that's like a big game changer. Thank you for the follow. But I mean, there's a lot of times I just go to the store just to kind of laugh at some of the stuff that they got in there. Oh, I take that back. I bought a temporal disruptors pack. I accidentally claimed that task and I had no way to complete it and I felt really bad, so I bought that pack. I chose that one as a punishment for myself for being stupid and negligent in my choices. I've been very, very careful with what tasks that I pick for Alliance tournaments now, though, since that. Oh, 20 minutes till event reset. 18 minutes till event reset. Collect your things if you haven't already. Okay, let's see. How much did that move the needle that time? That was a little bit over 3 again. That's crazy. I never thought that G6, the biggest thing was going to be speed ups that were the limiting factor in progression. I think I also need to do a run to augment exile space. No, I've got a couple of days on that. Wasn't going to spend it all this month, but it definitely pissed me off that in order to see the new prototype packs, needed to spend $500 on the building first, and then needed to spend another $500 to get certain prototype upgrade packs on top of the nearly $1,500 it cost to upgrade it. The one prototype was $2,500. For real? That's crazy. No, this is the month that I spent. I wanted to get the extra bonus, the extra building credits here. No, I did the $20 pack. I don't even remember anymore. I have to go back and look. No, it was the $20 pack this month. I did the $100 pack for the transition building. But yeah, it's been advancing very, very fast. I mean, I think tomorrow I'll be at 51. Is it 61 where you get the prototype tech? I was thinking it was 51 already. I don't even know. That's where you start getting some of the stuff, though. 51 is where you start collecting stuff. Yeah, I get to the free one. I get to the taste. I can't say that I'm even really that interested in them, to be honest. I mean, there's it doesn't affect my day-to-day game in enough of a way for me to feel like I need it. No, same ship, different officers. I'm gonna go grind Augment Exile. Ooh, I'm missing probably somebody that's on the ship. Yes. Yeah, the way I've been playing the game a lot this past for the I don't know, the last 18 months is I really haven't been getting too much in on some of the new stuff. Well, they're they're monetized for sure, and I mean that's definitely geared to people at a specific area of the game. And a lot of the people in the G6 area and even in the high G5, like they're not afraid of spending some of that money. Enough people that it makes it worthwhile for Scopely to go out and set the pricing aggressively like that. I mean, there's people that they don't even question what anything is for. They just ask, how do I get whatever is new maxed? And that's kind of an unfortunate consequence that some of us other people have to work with, is that there's enough people that play the game that way that it trickles down to, I don't know, driving costs up on stuff like that. Monetizing is heavy. But those are also the people that are keeping the game running and allowing us not to have to sit through ads while we're warping to systems. I mean, I've spent my fair share of money in the game, and I feel like the amount of satisfaction that I get from taking things through on the free-to-play path is very, very much higher than it was trying to take things through the easy path. And a lot of it, there's not a lot of consequence to waiting. All of it's for buying yourself time. And that's what most of the purchasing power in this game is buying time. There are certain things that is just straight purchasing. But luckily that's staying pretty limited still. I'm okay with charging money for shortcutting time. I think that's a very, very excellent method of monetizing something like this game. At least at Building 61, you can use the new loop to source the quantum slipstream, but by the time any of us get there, we'll have it via the walk arc. I just started picking that up probably this past week. After I got the Reliant up to a decent enough level, I've been able to keep enough stuff in stock that I can kind of start paying that off. So I've only got like 6 or 10 shards of the quantum slipstream. There you are. Oh, that's a forbidden tech. 7. I'm at 7 pieces of that one. So I've probably been doing it for a week. There we go. So I've got a very, very long ways to go. I saw Tarka's weapon in the Lions tournament store, and I thought that was Quantum Slipstream for a second, and I was like, oh, yay. Get to knock a chunk of it out, and then I looked and I was like, oh, wait. Already did that one. I'm also fine with money being a shortcut, but how they do monetization is that it's either $100 or 100 days of pressing a single button with no way to shorten the time gate. Yeah, they used to do like the half packs. Half pack, half blueprints for half price. Did this already stall out? Oh, God. That queue's been having a rough time. Nice when you get the last quarter of a ship from the event store. It's nice when you can just get a bulk of it from any way that's free. I don't usually pick up blueprints in event stores, but I definitely do parts. But if I don't have a ship that I'm specifically working on grinding parts out for, I would love to see blueprints. That's an impulse decision that I can't say 100% sure which way I would go for it. If I needed 20 blueprints for a ship and I could get that ship finished off, or if it was enough to tier up my other ship that I'm working on leveling up, I don't know which one I would pick that day. It'd probably be very day by day. I think of how they did Fleet Commander Cron because it's free to play grindable, but actually engaging in the content, but they'll never do it again because rewarding people for engagement is something they are scared of. Well, I think they always underestimate how much grinding people are willing to do in this game. Like they're always really shocked about the hostile caps, you know. Like people hit that. I mean, I know like they have statistics about how many people are actually hitting that, but I mean, it's still a decent number of people that are being impacted by stuff like that. And I kind of feel like their data might be flawed. I kind of feel like the hostile caps are getting hit by probably like 2 to 3 times as many people as they're actually reporting. At least people are saying that they're hitting it. Kind of depends on the specific ship and what else I need. Yeah. All that stuff comes down to a game time decision and what your impulse is for the day. Like the data is flawed on top of not knowing how to interpret it. That's very fair. Yeah, it's definitely one thing to have the data, but being able to interpret it properly is definitely another thing. But I mean, I just had a player in my alliance on Thursday. He was like, "Yeah, the game's broken. I'm not scoring chests for this or whatever anymore." And I'm like, "Dude, you hit the hostile cap. All the auto grinding, but between the Reliant and the sequel, the Serene Squall, people are able to hit that way more than they were normally used to be able to." In reference to the hostile cap, I hit it every day for the first 2 weeks of Walk Arc, and now that I have Reliant, I'm so scared of hitting cap that I don't do any other grinding because of sending out my Reliant. Hostile cap always throws you off initially. Yeah. Like, I gotta imagine that over the last 4 months that's gotta be getting hit hard. Which it might be, and that's why they're making the adjustment to it. But I know prior to Walk, like, they had data that was... I still think it was under-reporting. Well, that's one thing I wonder, too, is, like, if the data's only tracking, like, active attacking or something. You know, only stuff where the players engaging in combat. I know it counts towards the cap, but I'm just wondering about their statistics that they're pulling. I think it'd be a pretty easy mistake for them to make where they're not accounting for incoming and outgoing attacks. Oh no, it's still showing queued hostiles. Okay, maybe it's just the one. They might not account for it, yeah. I mean, that would make sense. That would be a good reason for why they have such low numbers. I'd say the people that are actively grinding and hitting the cap is going to be a lot lower than people that are passively grinding and hitting the cap. Gotta be. I mean, you just always look at Yarda, and I mean, people were getting. What were you getting there? Is like 3 ships a minute or something? Oh, the dailies reset. That's why that got stuck. That was actually a pretty clean reset. I either hit stuff at the right time or I just didn't get any lag for it. I mean, I wasn't trying to go into any menus or anything, but that might be the best daily reset I've seen in a while. So easy to hit cap if you send 3 ships to Texas space for XP grinding overnight and burns free to play constantly. Yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that, you know, like any free to play that's in G5 space or higher right now is probably hitting that hostile cap like once a week. If they're not being like completely aware of it, at least. What do we have? 970? Oh, I can do a full 800 then. I'll just do that with the partially deployed. You're reminding me that I need to grind epic splicers. So do I. That is why I'm doing it myself, because I was down to like 14k. And I just did the refine yesterday. So I've got a few days still, but I just wanted to get on top of it. Take a couple of trips today so I don't have to do like 6 trips when I actually want to do the faction store claim. Couple today, couple tomorrow, couple the next day, and next thing you know, I'll have a couple of days stayed up. And hopefully by that time I'll have the Reliant table to hit the 52s. Right, yeah, it's holding people back. People that are aware of it are... I mean, I think that was one of the things that... One of the points that was made about raising the cap is people are slowing their progression down because it's a barrier. That was weird. George made it through the night. I don't know if it shows up on camera well or not, but he's still there. Oh, I forgot to tell Rev that I was wearing one of his shirts. I was a little disappointed with how much they're moving the hostile cap too. I kind of thought that they may have came up a little bit short of where it should be headed. But 500 is a big change. It'll help a lot. It'd be nice if there was a way that they could limit it and not have complete consequence. Like, I don't know what you could give up, you know, like what you could still block from being able to be counted and still have it be fair and still, you know, like hinder the botting attempts and stuff. Which obviously it's not going to stop botting, it's just going to put a hard limit on it, but and there's a lot of partial nodes in here. Most of the bottlers are the whales and never banned from the game. That's very true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, your free-to-play people probably are not going to be paying for the bots. Let's see. Where did I see the 200? It must have been right there. Oh, that's 29. That one. I think I'm gonna probably call it a night here. I think I got all my objectives hit for the day and everything. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, all the bits and the new follows and all the good conversation and thoughts and everything. I really appreciate everybody's time.